Most people have no idea that you can transfer credit limits between American Express cards. And when you do it the right way, you can unlock even bigger credit lines at 0% interest to help start or scale your business. My name is Tyler DeCosta, and I help non-US residents build and scale their US credit profiles the right way so they can travel for free using the best points and miles system in the world and access 0% interest business credit without needing US citizenship. In this video, I'm walking you through the exact steps on how to transfer credit limits from one American Express card to another. And I'll be using my own American Express account to show you how to do this. But before we jump in, there are a few key rules you must know before trying this strategy. Now, we always want to minimize hard inquiries when we're applying for credit, so you'll be happy to know that there will be no hard pull when you reallocate your credit lines. Second thing is all cards involved must be under the same user profile for this to work. So, you can't transfer limits from your card to your brother's card or your mom's card or any other family members. It has to be two cards in the same profile. Now, it is very important to know which cards you can transfer limits from, because if you don't follow the right rules, you could end up losing credit from your cards and not being able to transfer it to another. So you can transfer credit limits from a personal card to another personal card. All right, so for example, you could transfer from a Hilton Honors Surpass card over to a Amex Blue Cash, a business card to another business card. Example could be a Amex Blue Business Plus over to the Amex Blue Business Cash. And I'm going to show you in the walkthrough why you might want to do that to capitalize on 0% interest terms. And you can also transfer a personal card over to a business card. Now, unless you have significant credit on the personal side and your goal is to get a lot of business credit with other banks, it is important to have comparables on your personal credit profile. So that just means you want to have high limits with other cards on your personal credit profile, because when you go apply for business credit and they check your personal credit profile, they want to see how much you've been able to financially manage responsibly on that personal side. So that's very important. Unless you have an investment where you're going to capitalize with a 0% interest term on a business card, you can afford to move some personal credit over while still having a lot left over, then this might be advantageous to you. You are not allowed to transfer credit from a business card to a personal card. So you can't transfer from a Blue Business card, Blue Business Plus, or Blue Business Cash over to, say, your Hilton card or your Marriott card on the personal side. Now, one more important rule or unsung rule that we didn't mention, and I really want to bring this up because it's very important, is that generally you can transfer credit limits from your business card to another business card freely. And that just means, you can transfer a limit over to a second business card and then move it back over to the first business card later down the road. But if you transfer out of a personal card, in most cases, now you want to check this with your bank before you do this, but in most cases, you will not be able to move limits back to a personal card once it's transferred out into a business card. And there may be internal rules regarding the frequency of reallocations, but generally it is every 30 days. And you can just go to the American Express chat. If you have a card already and you have an account with them, the chat service is absolutely amazing. If you type in a question or you just say hello, they're going to respond to you within like 20 seconds. And of course, the amount you can transfer may vary, but in most cases, you can transfer like 85 to 90% of your current credit limit. And I'm going to show you how to do that step by step. All right, we're in my American Express account. I'm going to go up to my available cards and I'm going to get out of the Platinum card. Let's just choose the Hilton Honors Surpass card. Okay, so as you can see, currently I have a $20,000 limit. So we're going to come on up here to these options up top, go to Account Services. We're going to scroll down to Payment and Credit Options and bring it on down to Transfer Credit Limit from Another Card. Okay, click on here. All right, I'm just going to change these things here. I'm going to bring up the Blue Business Plus card. Okay, I have a $21,300 limit, and we want to select the card that we want to transfer the credit limit out of. Let's choose the Hilton Honors Surpass card. I have a $20,000 limit. And if you look down below here, you can see I can transfer up to $18,900. So let's just type that in here. $18,900, click continue. And as you can see here, now that I've transferred this limit over, I have $1,100 left on that personal Hilton Honors Surpass card. And my new credit limit on the Blue Business Plus card, if I so choose to continue, would be $40,200. Okay, so that's absolutely crazy. Now, when would you want to do this? The first 0% interest term of 12 months has already expired on my Blue Business Plus card. But if I apply for the Blue Business Cash with another 0% interest period for 12 months, I can then transfer most of the limit from this Blue Business Plus to the Blue Business Cash. So let's just say they gave me $20,000 on that Blue Business Cash, which is very common credit limit for those business cards, then I could probably transfer around $19,000 out of my Blue Business Plus over to the new 0% interest card, thus giving me $40,000 at 0% interest. So this is very powerful. If you are starting a business, okay, you have a proven concept. I don't recommend using these cards with 0% interest periods when you are just testing the waters with different businesses. If you have something that's proven, you know, you're going to make some income off it, you're going to make some profits, and you'll be able to pay the card off. That way you don't get stuck paying over 25% interest once that 0% interest period ends. Keep in mind, American Express is not the only financial institution that allows you to transfer credit limits. You can also do this with Chase and Bank of America. If you're a non-US resident, you found value in this video, and you want to learn how to get these American credit cards without being a US citizen, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, turn on notifications so you never miss my credit building tips. And I'll see you on the next one.